You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo. And I'm coming at you with another live stream. What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Monday Motivation. As we get ready to close out the fourth quarter of 2025, I can tell you this. It's great to be motivated. It's great to stay focused wherever you at, whether you're in the Northeast, the Midwest, the West Coast, the Southwest, the West Coast, basically here in the Deep South or the South in particular. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you double tap the like button on your way in. Double tap the like button on your way in if you're tuning in to the show. Alright? Hey, look. Check this out, right? Nothing is easy in life. Nothing is easy. When you go for what you want, you're going to get it eventually. And you're going to enjoy it. You're going to appreciate it more. And see, you got to know your worth. You got to know your value. And no one should come in the way of knowing your worth and your value and having that strong bond and relationship with God through Christ. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, y'all, when you know your worth and nobody, I mean nobody is in your way, you are in your own way of becoming the great person you're supposed to become. And that's why I'm here to tell you, to motivate you, to say, hey, look, where you at today, you're going to be better off in the years to come. Don't ever quit. Don't ever give in and give up despite the odds against you. Because let me tell you, change is great. Scenery, opportunities are there for you. Don't be afraid of the unknown. If you're walking with God, you're walking with Christ, and truth and sincerity, wherever you go, you will blossom. Okay? Some of you have become your own boss. Men or women, you are developing. You're getting to learn more about yourself and the skill sets that you are making sure you're taking care of others. Then you take care of what you need to take care of yourself on the back end. And you receive more because you're making sure everybody around you is good. Keep that same frame mindset. You're going to be very, very, very successful around the corner. To those working a 9 to 5, you're doing it to take care of your responsibility as a man, as a woman for the time being. And off the 9 to 5, you working on certain things to make your money grow, to make your opportunities grow for your future generation. Because it's not about you if you have a wife, if you have kids. If you're just in a relationship with someone, it's just you and that person figuring things out as time goes on before children get involved. You get what I'm saying? If you to yourself for the time being, or you choose to be to yourself for the time being, and you only got to take care of you for the time being, you should be getting more involved in your skill sets to become even greater. Because you're responsible for yourself. You got to take care of yourself. You got to make sure you're doing everything correctly because you don't have a partner. Whether it's a man or a woman. We know women, if they get out of a relationship, they're going to find a partner eventually because it's more convenient for women, right, to get a partner even if they're not in a relationship with their significant other anymore for whatever reason. Within that time frame, they could find somebody to be with. Whereas for a guy, he has to really, 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 really take care of a lot of business. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second, y'all. He has to take care of a lot of business. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. He has to take care. You have to take care of business as a man. You have to take care of a lot of business. So it's like you don't have time to be looking for a partner if the person decides to move on from you. If you happen to see somebody you into and happens to catch your attention as a man, you may give that person a chance and opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I see many guys that flourish, you know what I'm saying, after the person leave them, you know, and they did you a favor. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, look, this is the best time to get into many opportunities available out there for you as a man, as a woman. Whether you have a partner or not. Listen, you want to go into 2026, you want to go into a positive, you have some type of situation where, okay, I could do this, I could do that. You know, we got one life to live, y'all. And we cannot let these entities and deities be the reason why we stop doing what we love to do. You know what I'm saying? And so, all I could tell you is that when you're on that 9 to 5 grind, just think of it as it's getting me to take care of my bills. I know I'm there. It takes care of my bills and somewhat my responsibilities outside of my bills. You got to start thinking bigger than that. You got to look at it as, I want to put that as a little bit of a leverage and focus on my real passion and invest in that passion and let it speak for itself. You get what I'm saying? Telling you, it's so many opportunities for you men and women wherever you at. And once you know what you need to do, everything else will fall into place. You know, take your time. Don't ever rush. A lot of people be rushing and not and don't know about the circumstances of rushing. Don't rush. Take your time, chill, fall back, let everything play out itself, and you're gonna get your answer, and boom, you go in, see what happens. If the person or people decides to move on, it's cool. No hard feelings. Wish them the best and continue to win. Men and women, continue to win. Because winning's gonna get you through a lot of situations. There's so many opportunities for men and women out there, and they are not putting themselves in that situation because of fear. You know, don't ever have fear of doing what you love to do. Look, I've been here for almost a year back in Florida, and I can tell you, I've been taking my time doing what I need to do, not in a rush, not getting sidetracked, if that makes sense. Because I know from previous experiences of what I needed to work on. And so now I fully understand of the moves that I'm making, and it's coming out great. I'm taking my time, not rushing. I think a lot of people rush and don't be in it for the long haul. Anton Daniel says something important. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ringo. He said something important too. Like, don't rush, y'all. Like, I be telling y'all, man, I don't rush. I don't rush in relationships. I don't rush in business. I take my time and let it flow and let it happen the way it's supposed to, because I'm in it for the long haul. You know, some people, they need that quick fix, and it's not going to work. You're talking to somebody that I did a lot within a time frame, and it just didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brainwaves? Like, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Even relationships, 9 to 5, YouTube, everything takes its time. When it's your time to win, it's your time to win. It's going to be forever. You don't want to do quick fit schemes because it's going to stress you out. And a lot of people are in a rush because they think their time is short. And so they do these things quickly. Nah, take your time, chill. Like, what I'm going to do for my B-Day, it's going to be great because I deserve it. Because I put in the work. I didn't make no excuses. I was figuring things out. You know what I'm saying? And I will have my own place. You know, you got people clowning me because I'm staying with other people. You know what I'm saying? I thank the person for allowing me to run the house, and it's his house. You know what I'm saying? It's his house, and I will be out of there, and I will have my own thing. I'm not in a rush. You know what I'm saying? What I learned is when you rush things and you force situations, you don't want to have that debt, if that makes sense. You got to be smart. And so I came back down here doing a smart thing. I'm not rushing because I know what I want. In order to get what I want, I'm going to make the sacrifice to get it. And when I get it, I don't want to hear nobody trying to come back in my life because they're not coming back in my life. They're not coming back in my life. And salute to Brainwaves Advice Topic LLC. Yo, go check out his channel. Glad to see you back, fam. Glad to see everything's working out. All praise to the Most High. The surgery went well. The Most High had the camp of the angels, making sure the surgery went well, and that you're back with us and with your family, more importantly. You know, I appreciate you taking the time out your day to watch this, you know, motivation live stream, man. I'm telling you, like, guys, I'm not in a rush. Brainwaves would tell you, like, I could get any place right now if I want to. The thing is, it's like when I want to get something, I want it to be longevity. I don't want to do short gratification. See, when you come in the deep South or you live in the South or anywhere in the world, never rush. And never let nobody force you to do something you don't want to do. Because I'm telling you from experience, man. I'm telling you from experience, man. When you do things fast, it don't last forever. Like, it took me time to get a vehicle I wanted to get. I didn't rush to get a vehicle when I came back down here. That's because of the Houdini chick. I gave her $1,000. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking at this whole situation of this year, and I look at what I spend, what I save, and I'm very happy of the decisions I made. I'm very happy of look, I've been to Miami 3 times. I've been to Dallas. I've been to Atlanta. A lot of people can't say that. And I was not even doing financially like I'm doing now. Let me just say this. I was just getting back on my feet, y'all. You understand? And so for me to go to those places without having a lot of money, that motivated me to know when I do have the money, it's going to be long lasting. Because I took care of the little things that I had. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't getting the support on YouTube. I didn't depend on YouTube like that. So you got a lot of people saying you depended on YouTube. No, YouTube is a business. I'm supposed to get support. At the same time, I figure out other ways to keep myself afloat. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like that. You know? They're upset. They're upset that I could support other content creators or people for their B-Day and stuff like that. People are upset about that. People are upset I got the pull to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to let these other YouTubers stop me from doing what I love to do. Like, I'm not concerned about their life. They're very concerned about my life because I'm not moving evil. I'm not moving conniving. I'm not deceiving. I've been transparent. And let me tell you that when I get my own thing, it's going to be lit. Like, lit. You know, like, set individuals try to keep up with Ringo and Brainwaves. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all can't keep up with Ringo and Brainwaves. Y'all need to stop it. Like, in all seriousness. A lot of y'all cannot keep up with Ringo and Brainwaves. I'm telling you what I know and what I see and observe. You got that clown trying to keep up with Ringo and Brainwaves, And that clown is not doing very well. And people that follow him is trying to do the same thing. You do not want to put yourself in debt to try to keep up with Brainwaves and Ringo. That will lead you to debt. I'm telling you what I know. These men, they work their behinds off. It's not like they sit on their behind, just do YouTube. They do other things to keep their family afloat. And you got individuals that's trying to copy them. No, 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 no. Don't do that. You're going to put yourself in debt. There's a lot of people in debt listening to that YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I just chill, y'all. I stay in my means. I'm not trying to force situations. I'm not trying to force relationships. I'm not trying to force this and that because it could lead you in debt, man. And you don't want to be in debt. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people is in debt, and that's why they run away from their problems. You know what I'm saying? That dude is in debt, man. Like Brainwaves, Ringo, that dude is in high debt. Trust me what I tell you. Just like I observed that he's trying to go to another woman in Ohio, and Ringo's wife confirmed it. And so it's like, I see these things like, look, I see a lot of things a lot of people don't touch on. And people think because I don't have the receipts that I don't know what I'll be talking about. Man, the Most High is working through me, man. Like, seriously, like, Ringo's correct. Once I get to my step, and it makes sense, a lot of people going to call me. Matter of fact, people trying to reach out to me on Instagram. They're trying to send people to my Instagram, and that's why I got my Instagram private for a reason. I don't want everybody to be in my Instagram. I'm not looking for a huge following on Instagram. I don't care for that. My Instagram is like a family. People I met or people I know on the internet I broke bread with in person. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that's in my Instagram. You know? It's just unfortunate, man, that old boy trying to keep up with Brainwaves and Ringo. They're on a whole different. They're not. It's not the point of how much money. That's not my business. How much money they have. I know they're successful having a strong relationship with God and Christ. I know that for a fact. And the Most High apply certain people in their life to make sure they good. Set individual don't have that type of people. Me personally, I don't ask for it. It comes naturally. People support me naturally. When I least expect it, people support my platform naturally. And that's because I do things that will make them want to support the stream. You know what I'm saying? And so I know for my B-Day, y'all going to be very shocked. Even my brother Brainwaves and Ringo going to be like, wow, I didn't expect this to come from Rollo. And it's not like they're not going to, they're going to be surprised of the decision I made and why I stay in the cut and why I do what I do. It's going to push them to want to do greater things. You know what I'm saying? Going to push my brothers to want to do greater things because it's going to motivate them. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of people missing out on their blessings, man, because they're so blindsided by lies and deceit. I'm not going to let the lies and deceit get the best of me. Nope. Because I know what it's like to lose everything. I didn't lose my soul. That's one thing I am going to say. You could lose a house, a relationship. Everybody could turn their back on you. Turn their back on you, that is. You don't want the Most High in Christ turn their back on you. You know what I'm saying? You could be to yourself. Nobody wants to be with you. It's okay. Guys, it's okay, man. Trust me, it's okay. Some of these women is not ready for you. Some of you not ready for a woman like you think you are, man. Like some of you guys, you're not ready for a woman. And some of you women is not ready for a man of a certain caliber because you used to men be under you 24/7. You're not used to a man going out and taking care of business and not in a rush. I'm not in a rush, y'all, man. I'm not in a rush for a lot of stuff, man. I'm not in a rush because I'm like, yo, man, I done seen so many things that I don't even talk about on the internet. I don't even talk about those things because that's in the past. Like, I mean, like I did so many things in the past that would make a lot of these YouTubers don't want to be on YouTube. Like, for real, for real. And so all I could tell you is that keep your mind afloat. This is the busiest holiday I ever seen in my life. Brainwaves. Brainwaves, I'm telling you, bro. This is the busiest holiday I ever seen in Florida history, man. I'm like, wow. Man, look, y'all. Look, I can't speak for other states because I'm not there. Here in the state of Florida, we had the biggest surplus in the history. In the history. I mean, oh my goodness. Oh man, I'm telling you, man. I don't got time for the excuses, man. I don't got time for no excuses, man. Like the Most High has Trump in office for a reason. And based on the numbers I seen and the opportunities that Americans is missing out on, I'm not. I'll just let them let them sit and rock. That's all I care. Let them sit and rock while I'm out here getting the money, man, and putting people on. That's it. Because I'm put on already. See, I'm so not insecure. I'm not insecure because I know that I'm going to get mine regardless. That's why I'm not even worrying about it. When you worry about something, you're not going to get it. That's why I learned a long time ago. When you worry about this, you worry about that, you concerned about this, you concerned about that all the time, you don't deserve to get it. You don't deserve to get it. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't worried about bills and you ain't worried about you late on this, you late on that, you're going to get everything you ask for. Trust what I tell you. You could be like, Dad, man, I got this phone bill, this rent, and the car payment at the same time. You don't know how you're going to do it. And then God make you know how to do it. Christ show you the way. You get out there, you put the time and the hours in, and boom, you pay everything on time. You shock. Now, don't be shocked. That's you believing in yourself. Don't ever let the devil stress you out. No, you have to take care of your bills. You have to put yourself out there to take care of your responsibility. There's no excuse 2025. Look, there was a time when I was in New York. I didn't have no job. No job wanted to hire me because of that false accusation. No job. No job in New York until I went into a field that I once did, and they gave me the opportunity to go back to Florida. Ain't nobody helped me go back to Florida. I had to figure it out. And I didn't come back to Florida to get my own place. I wanted to get my own vehicles before I get my own place. I was not in a rush to get my own place. I made that clear. Brainwaves is in the chat. I made that clear that if I'm going to get a place, it's going to be a place of my reasoning, and that the money is situated and it's not forced. And now that I know I could do it because I'm ready to do it, because I got more responsibilities coming in, I'm ready to do it. I was not in a rush. I was by myself. I'm not in no relationship. What the heck I'm going to be rushing for? And even when I'm in a relationship, I'm not rushing. Because let me tell you something. You could do everything. Let me tell you guys something. You could do everything right with a woman and she could still leave you. I'm going to say that again. You could do everything right with the woman you with. She could still leave you. She could still walk out. This stuff is, this is 2025, 2026. This ain't no early 2000s and the 90s, y'all. You got a lot of women walking away from dudes that's successful or kind of successful or becoming successful. This stuff is real, y'all. You cannot stop nobody from leaving you. So you got to come in the mindset, I'm going to do my part. If the person decides to walk away, cool. Don't be mad at them. Don't be upset with them. You did the best you could do as a man. You cannot force nobody to stay with you. You cannot force nobody to stay with you. You can't, guys. Even if you know the woman in and out, you know what she's about, she know what you're about, it doesn't matter. The person could walk away. It's okay, guys. Stop forcing relationships. Stop forcing commitments. Be the man that you're supposed to be. Be the woman that she's supposed to be. You'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. Because at the end of the day, we got to make sure we're right with God in Christ. There's people with families and they're not right with God in Christ. They're not right with God in Christ, man. They're not. There's guys who admitted to me that wish they didn't have a family with a certain woman because they was in a rush with her. They rushed with her. They rushed. They was rushing. And she planned the scheme, the plot, and now he's stuck. They stuck dealing with the nonsense. Some of you women, you're attracted to that fast life. And that fast life could mess up your debt, your opportunities. Now you crashing out because you dealing with dudes that got that fast life. That fast life is only temporarily, y'all. When you don't rush, everything makes sense. When you rush, it doesn't make sense. And that's what this individual content creator is doing. He's rushing. He's all over the place. And it's going to mess him up because of what he did to me, Ringo, and Brainwaves. He is crashing out in real time, y'all. I don't have to do any material on the content creator for the time being. The Most High say, pull back for now. The brothers is doing their part. The only time I'm going to talk about that individual is when God sees fit. I need to do something on his video. Other than that, the dude is done. I'm telling you what I'm seeing, I'm observing, based on what the material he's doing. He's rushing. He's trying to compete with Ringo, and it's going to crash him out. He's burnt out. He's done. He's stuck. And then Brainwaves pretty much, go into it. I do my part when necessary, and I'm telling you, his constituents cannot even keep up with us. They have not made no videos. They'll do mimics and disrespectful stuff, yeah. You get what I'm saying? So look, I appreciate each and every one of you subscribing to the channel. Make sure you double tap the like button on your way out. I've been on for about 30 minutes or so. I'm going to get on the grind, do what I need to do. Because, look, I got clients, y'all. I go help out and make sure they good. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to have those type of people around where you go help out, put some stuff together for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. You said the guy is stuck. He's trying so hard to put out a lot of videos copying Ringo. All it does is backfire. Yeah, it does. That's basically what the individual is doing, Brainwaves. Brainwaves, you barely see me on. If you see me on or Ringo see me on, it's one video. One live video. Maybe two live video. Hold on, let me get it correct. You maybe see me do one live, and I may do a few pre-record videos. I barely be on here. I be in Ringo's chat periodically, or Brainwaves when I get a chance to. I barely do my lives. I got other stuff going on. This guy's not busy, y'all. He's not busy. He's not taking care of the responsibilities. He's not taking care of responsibilities. And him trying to keep up with Ringo is going to burn him out, and rightfully so. I don't know why you're trying to keep up with that man. It don't make no sense. Because he didn't do things rightly. This is a prime example of rushing on the internet. He rushed on the internet with the Trump situation. People are so stupid, man. People are so stupid. Yeah, our channels is listen, our channels is growing. We're not, Brainwaves, we're not even thinking about, for the most part, your channel, my channel, and Ringo too. Ringo's is doing this thing too. You don't see us stressed out. Like, we don't put it out there. Whatever we go through, we figure it out, right? We figure it out as men. This guy is forcing. He's forcing content, y'all. He's forcing content. We don't have to force content, y'all. We don't have to force content. You get what I'm saying? See, when you're in the South and you're in the Deep South like I am in the Deep South, there's so much material that we do off YouTube that I don't even talk about on the internet because people are not ready for that. See, I was more on YouTube when I was in New York than I've been in Florida. That's a fact. I've been on YouTube less since I returned back to Florida. I've been on YouTube less since I returned back to Florida than when I was in New York. I used to do 2, 3, 4 lives a day, y'all, because I wanted to be out of New York so quickly. So quickly. And then I had to realize it's going to take time. Don't rush. And I came back to Florida at the right time. December 29th, 2024. We're going in the year, y'all. We're going in the year since my return. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, hey, let me read Brainwave's comment here in the chat. He said, fat, same here. I barely been putting out one video a day. I go days, that's true, without putting out content or videos, and we're both still growing. Yeah. And even Ringo, he does what he does because he knows he definitely does his thing on the YouTube. And Ringo's not putting out as much content as he used to. Even Ringo TV, respectfully, it's not putting out as much material like he used to because he's busy doing other things. And he's not pushing out material like that, and he's still doing pretty good. He's making a big sacrifice for his family. Big sacrifice for his family to make sure they're good. This guy is doing, listen, we know he's not a real family man because he's doing content like he's single. Oh, wait a minute. I gave y'all material. He's doing content like he's a single man. He's not doing content like a family man's supposed to. He's doing content like a single man. The reason why Anton Daniels is doing so well because he paid people to do his content. Because he's making the money. See, when you're making the money, you can have a team to push out your material. If you're making serious money on the internet and off the internet, see, this is the thing people don't know. In order to be a real successful content creator, you got to get a lot of support and you got to put people to work. People to work for you to do your material, your editing, to pump out the videos like that. You can't do that by yourself, pumping out a lot of videos because you're going to get burned out. So Anton got a guy, he got a woman, he got a team, he got a payroll, he paid people to do things for him. So that's why he could mobilize. See, if Brainwaves and Ringo get that support on the internet like they're supposed to, they could hire people to do their material on YouTube. Like how O'Shea does, and maybe a few other content creators. They got a team that edits their content. They use the AI content material, whatever the case may be. You got to get that major support for that to happen. You don't think that Brainwaves and Ringo don't want to hire people to do their material on their content? They do, but they have to get the major support. You have to get the major support to do that type of editing and all that, to pay people to do your work. Anyway, let me get on out of here. Appreciate you tuning in to Brainwaves and to everybody else in the chat. I'll holler at you soon. Peace.